welcome to another live stream. I'm Super Geek number one. Today I'm going to be giving another review on Dead Rising 4. And honestly, it's not too positive. Well, that happened. Okay. So my biggest problem with Dead Rising 4, I haven't completed it. Now I can actually talk about it. Dead Rising 4. Not the best Dead Rising in the series. No way. But it wasn't actually so bad either. But then came the ending. Now, for most of you that are familiar with Dead Rising, then you're already fully aware of how, with the time version of the game, you always have overtime mode, which technically gives you the real ending. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have been trolled because Capcom, in the infinite stupidity, has removed overtime, but then removed the real ending at the same time. So technically, when they said they were giving you overtime mode in the DLC, which is a load of bullshit, they have now technically only given you the real ending behind the DLC. So technically you would have to upgrade to a season pass holder to get the real ending. Now, it's not like I am not a season pass holder. I can show you this right now. I really am. So it's not like, oh, I'm just whining for the sake of it. Then it's a case of that's not how it should be. That's wrong. Paid content for a game that you just paid for is ridiculous. As you can see, I have the X-Fist, and that's not because of anything. It's because of that's what I have. Complete version of the game. So I have it with the season pass. And just to show you one more time, to show you I'm not PSing that I have the season pass. Should be able to go to the store, or maybe not from main menu. Okay, fine. I'll go to main menu and even show it to you. My point is this: they kind of, they ripped us off. Capcom are notorious for doing stupid things like DLC hidden behind on this DLC that you have to pay for to unlock and stupid things like that. Before all of those days were over, I mean, come on, I get it, you're a broke company, but all these stupid things you're doing, so yeah, as you can see, I have the season pass, right? It's dumb, and they've already proven how stupid they are by doing it again. Now, was it worth it? No. Is this going to help Dead Rising in the long run? No. If anything, this can end up helping hurt the franchise more than anything else, because people are going to be infuriated with the stupid ending they got and pissed off to find out that the real ending is in DLC. What were they thinking? Honestly speaking, what were they thinking? This is a very, very bad idea. I do not suggest companies keep on doing this. In this modern day and age, when you pay for something and you own it, you want it all. Back in the day, DLC was only acceptable for the simple reason, and this is a problem that some people don't seem to understand. I remember when DLC first came out on the Xbox 360, and it was because of developers were even giving it away for free. I kind of blame Microsoft because I heard they were the ones that were saying, oh no, you should charge for that. But it was a case of, hey, the game is complete, but we wanted to add more to the game, and you know, your disc was too small, so hi, here you go, here's some more extra content after the complete game, not the incomplete game. Now developers think, oh, we'll just, you know, patch the game as we go along, or we'll send you some kind of beta version of the game, and if you still keep the game after you've given us money, well, we'll update it when we see fit. That's bullshit. Number two, the whole crappy nonsense of oh great, my controller died. The whole crappy nonsense of, oh, hey, you know what? This is what we're going to do here. We are going to have you do... Son of a gun, I'm coming. We're going to have you do stupid shit like, hey, this guy's made me lose my trail of thought. Okay, you know what? I'm going to invite him to the party. And I'll still continue talking about this, but I am pissed because it's a real bullshit thing. Because all of this crap is not necessary. Games need to be released 100%. Look at CD Projekt Red's method of releasing DLC. Look at Rockstar's version. Although, no offense to Rockstar, you still owe us more story on GTA 5. So I will say that lightly. What the hell? Give me a second, I'll be back.
Peace, aren't they?
Hello.
Considering they did that before with previous Capcom games, and the reason why they got so many serious death threats as a result, yet they're going to repeat that nonsense again.
Look,
Really? Is that?
do you think Capcom have ever learned their lesson? Why do you think they're so broke? Capcom's the brokest developer in development right now.
Yeah, we know that. But the thing is, rather than, get people buying your games again, you choose to do something that pretty much put you through bankruptcy. Like pretty much put you through bankruptcy. On top of that, all of the staff members got some. I'm even joking. The threats that people were making to them was very serious.
Seriously.
As in, they were threatening.
He was talking about your game.
Yeah,
Super.
I know. Funny enough, you invited me. I'm actually on a live stream right now, and I'm venting of how stupid this game is. So this conversation only leads into exactly what I'm talking about right now on a live stream on YouTube of how stupid Capcom are with this stupid ending to this game because they put it under paid DLC.
Oh, you got a YouTube channel. What is it, man? I'll support you, man.
Same username as my gamer tag.
I'm gonna support you, bro, and agree with you, bro, even though I haven't fucking watched it yet.
It's a load of rubbish. As in, I'm so freaking gobsmacked that they felt they can get away with such bull crap. As in, seriously speaking, that is some ballsy bullshit. You kind of ruined the game already. Fine, we're still playing the game. Then you go and do that. And the thing is, I'm laughing because I said it. I showed on my stream. I've got the season pass. It's not a case of, I can afford the season pass. But I shouldn't expect that the season pass has a real ending in it. Come on, what the hell is that about?
Even if you could afford it, it's still a fucking piss take.
Even if you could. And the thing is, at the same time, it goes like this. Why is there a season pass to this game anyway? What the hell are they really going to give me that's going to make me come back to play this game? You made it too damn easy anyway.
The thing is, at least with Dead Rising 3, at least like the DLC that they released was basically it's part of the main campaign, but you see you're playing with different characters.
Yeah. Although, no offense to that.
They're going through at the
even with that DLC though, that DLC was so buggy. To 100% that DLC, I had to play the DLC 7 times and ended up having to play the game offline. You know what? When it comes to Capcom right now, I'm disappointed. This is why I was so laughing when PlayStation was making the noise about having freaking Street Fighter 5. Now they're crying about it because that was just a load of rubbish. What crap was that? That was like a beta version of Street Fighter.
To be honest, I'm not even bothered about Street Fighter. I'm a big fan of Street Fighter, but it's shit anyways, man.
Well, the thing is, ironically, all the franchises that they own, all the IPs that they have that people love, they're ruining. Resident Evil, they literally killed that. We'll see what happens with this new Part 7, but they killed that single-handedly by themselves. What was Part 6 meant to be? A version of the stupid movie that no one likes? Really?
Yeah, Capcom have gone out of the way to destroy all of their franchises.
Yeah.
Street Fighter, Devil May Cry.
Oh.
They ruined Beautiful Joe.
That reboot of Devil May Cry was so unnecessary and so stupid. What are you thinking?
Exactly.
As in, who are you making these games for? Because if it's for the
it.
people that you claim you want their money, you sure as hell don't seem to know what you're doing.
They don't care. They literally they're going out of their way to destroy the franchises.
Do you know what my motto is? Yeah, it's a Jamaican saying. Yeah, that my mum and grandpa used to use. if you don't listen, you must feel.
Well, I think their pockets are really feeling that. They're feeling their stupidity right now.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Konami. When they thought it was a good idea to do stupidness with some of their games,
Oh,
and then
goodness.
realized when they lost their fan base and that was it,
Yep.
it was too late.
Do you know what?
It
Do
was
you know
too
what?
late.
Sorry, bruv. Do you know who I really want them to lose their fan base? I want fucking Destiny to lose their fan base,
What?
bruv. Like, hard.
That's not
Because
happening anytime soon.
soon, I know
I
it
certainly hope they
isn't.
do too.
They're fucked. They're fuckers, bruv.
Wow, you sound so pissed off with Destiny. What did they do to rub you wrong?
Oh,
A
bruv.
lot. Because
A
they
lot,
released.
man.
Okay. They released the game for like £50.
Mm-hmm.
Then released a season pass with 2 expansions, which
Which
were
was
so
rubbish.
terrible and offered nothing. But each of them costed you £20 if you bought them outright. And then they released the Taken King,
Taken King.
which had all the stuff that was supposed to be in the game as standard, but charged you another £50 for that on top of that. Despite all the people that would have run out and bought like the collector's edition, which would have cost like £80, not £160 or so, for that to happen, and then they're paying an extra £50 on top of that for Taken King. That's just for them to play the game in general. Even if they don't play the Taken King side of Destiny and they just want to play the regular side, they can't play that without purchasing Taken King.
Oh, wow.
And then on top of that, after a while, they then released the whole shebang. So, Destiny, Taken King, the expansion pass with House of Wolves and Dark Below, on top of the newest one, Rise of Iron, for £50. Whilst everyone that ran out and blew £160 on that damn game are then being screwed over because the only way for them to carry on playing is for them to buy Rise of Iron, which is another £50 on top of that. So they've
Taking
essentially
the
paid
piss, bruv.
almost £300 for a game which offered them nothing much, and then someone could just walk into shop, pick it up for £50,
And get everything.
and get everything. And then on top of that, what was even worse? They don't even reward their loyal customers, the people that bought the game from day one. Nothing. You didn't get. Taken King was not discounted. Any of the new stuff that they did release was not discounted to them. They had to pay the full price for it. If they didn't pay for it, they wasn't allowed to. They couldn't play Destiny. But the most they could do
Literally,
is
yeah.
load it up and see the title screen, and that was it. They can't play it.
You know, it's so funny though. It's like you guys act like you don't know Bungie. As in, for anyone that played Halo, you should have known how they were with their stupidness when it came to freaking map packs and how stupid they were at releasing them. So honestly,
Yeah, I know that. That's
honestly
why
speaking,
the Halos
not a
that
surprise.
2 or 3 have done. That's why I prefer them over the old Halos. Because
Yeah, but to tell you the truth, they did
from there,
switch over, didn't they? Didn't they switch over? The is it Activision? Is it
What?
Activision? No, I'm sure there was some complication with is it the actual people who made Destiny and Halo. Apparently one of the companies decided not to continue making the game with Destiny because Destiny were getting too greedy, and one of the guys left the company.
Oh,
Some
what
bullshit like
left?
that.
that was the music composer, Michael.
Bungie. No, that was just a music composer.
Front.
That
Yeah,
is
Oh,
he left.
all
okay.
that happened.
Yeah,
Nothing
he-
to do with the actual developers. The developers, Bungie. Bungie is still the same. Nothing's happened there. The fact is that
No, but to tell you the truth, Halo, I have no issues with Halo. To tell you the truth,
no.
But-
If you remember Halo 3, just think about how they were releasing those map packs, and then just think about it carefully.
I didn't get involved. I didn't get involved in
that's
that.
why.
To tell you the truth,
Had you got involved, you would understood.
I was never personally. I was never a multiplayer person on Halo. I just like the campaign modes. That's it. I didn't do no multiplayer and stuff like that. So what you're talking about, Bungie, I wasn't. It's not really. It doesn't involve me. To tell you the truth, because I never did. I didn't get the multiplayer. I didn't do the multiplayer stuff. Do you know what I mean? But Destiny, on one hand, they can suck my cock, bruv. Like literally, like they're not getting, bruv. Like they can piss off in it basically.
Yeah,
Because basically
I
I
hope Destiny
bought.
2 tanks. I hope it goes down the toilet.
Yes, I really do.
I've never heard so much hatred for a title before. Jeez.
No, seriously,
I
yeah.
hope
Like
I hope Destiny 2 goes down the toilet, and I hope the company
I bought the first
goes
two.
into liquidation.
I bought the first two DLCs, and after those two DLCs, I said I'm not spending a penny more on that game again. After that, I said fuck all that bullshit, mate.
It's so funny, right? Because of most of the people that I know that play the Division came from Destiny. And it's like, it's weird. I thought they were meant to be similar, but the way you guys are talking about it, you guys don't sound pleased at all. So I'm glad I never picked up that game. It's just something I said, nah, I'm done with Bungie for now. And
To be honest, to tell you the truth, to tell you the truth, if you was to buy it now, yeah, for £50, it would be worth it.
No, it won't.
To be honest, if
You
you
know
was to buy
why?
it now,
Because then
you
if I buy it and I
why?
finish it, I'll have to wait for Destiny 2. So meaning for a whole year, I'm going to have nothing to do in the damn game. So what's the point?
Yeah, but that's a lot of work. That's a lot of if you still think about it, that's a lot of gameplay, you know, because you
Yes
got the
and no.
first DLC,
You know, the
the
thing is,
second DLC, the third, and the other one as well. That's a lot of content if you actually check it. But it weren't a lot of content separately. It was very short. Like it was, bruv. Like I don't even want to talk about that game no more, bro. It makes me, bruv.
yeah, I can hear you.
Speaking of Destiny 2, all the stuff that you would have done in Destiny 1 counts for nothing.
Don't even nothing anyway.
None of your weapons or your armors or your level ups or any of your XP carries over. You basically everything you do in Destiny 1
Let's
it
go,
counts
Soul.
for nothing. Counts for nothing. So you spend all that time,
For
effort
nothing.
into
So you're
pretty much.
you're telling me that the DLC technically more or less gave you a brand new game. So you really were starting from scratch.
Yep. So
Yeah.
next game you start from scratch. Everything that you've done in Destiny 1 counts for nothing. You
That
can't,
is
despite the universes being connected, largely connected, none of your characters will carry over. None of your progress in general will carry over.
That
To
doesn't
tell you
make
the
sense.
truth,
Then.
to
What were they
tell you the
thinking?
truth, it doesn't make sense, yeah. But you know, I'm thinking, as I said to you today in the shop today, like I hope people are stupid anyway. Like I'm not a person to spend mad money on games, yeah, and spend all this money on DLC for this and DLC for that. I've only done it for 1 or 2 games. But apart from that, my friend, I'm not fucking doing it, bro. It's a joke, man. Like, and the thing is, as I said to you before, until people say no to stop buying these things, the gaming industry ain't gonna change.
Actually, the
You know what I
gaming
mean?
industry is beginning to notice the change. Whether be as it may, people are just not buying games the way they used to because people are tired of being trolled. As in, you see, the thing is, one thing everyone keeps on forgetting, and one thing the gaming industry forgets is that, no offense, we're still in a recession. We are still freaking in a recession. This is not even a joke. As in, people, we're in a recession and games went up almost triple the price. Because back in the day, games were like 30, 40 pounds, highest 50, right? And that was it. Now you buy the game, or you buy the deluxe edition, or some stupid edition that they like to sell you, and then eventually you find out, hey, hold on, you're now spending almost 100 to 200 pounds on a game. Like, seriously, 100 to 200 pounds on a game in a recession? Are you for real? On one game? Seriously, on one game?
Yeah, especially with all this Brexit shit going on, bro.
So it's like, hold on. You don't have money,
Yeah.
but then you have time to spend that money on that game. And we're not even talking about games that require microtransactions or all other stupid things, you know, that they put into, you know, recoup money and stuff. So they're getting greedy. lazy and
They are
greedy at the
getting
same time, but they want you to infer the cost of their stupidity. Bearing in mind that half the games that come out always need a bug check, bug fix, that exploit, the incomplete graphics, incomplete this, incomplete that, blah blah blah. Things taken out of the game just to make DLC. As in, seriously, what
yeah,
happened
this is
to?
taking a
Because
piss,
funny
bro.
enough, as I was saying in this stream before I joined your party, I was saying this. I remember when DLC first came out, and this is where I blame Microsoft for DLC on being paid, because DLC, I can't remember the game I was even playing. Like, it first had DLC, and it had DLCs that came with achievements for free. Now, eventually, it came out that Microsoft told them that they should be charging for it, because at the end of the day, I think Microsoft was charging them for it. So, and then suddenly, hey, people, you know, these big companies like EA and Activision suddenly saw that as, oh my gosh, you can actually take content and people pay for it. And then before you know it, there's those idiot people that are requesting DLC before the game's even finished being announced properly. Oh, what DLC's coming out? Oh, nip, suddenly it became a business model. So if you make a game, you literally take out content from that game to make freaking DLC. Now, the problem is now you're buying games that are not even got incomplete games with incomplete stories that are taking out stuff from the game just to make you pay for the stupid thing. Why?
Yeah,
Now,
this is fuckery.
here's the problem, right? DLC was only
Mm,
introduced on the older generation for a simple reason. The game was big, the disc too small. So, DLC,
mm.
downloadable content. Now, the disc big,
Do you
the
know?
game
Sorry to
big.
cut you. Do you
It's
know where that started from?
mhm.
That started coming. Do you know that started from fucking these little fucking phone apps and shit where people. That's where it started from. You know, phone apps for games. That's where it actually originated from.
No, actually, I
Because
think
you
it
know, like
originated
little.
from PC, but even then, because then I wasn't a PC gamer, so I wouldn't be able to tell you any more than I know. But when it came to
Mm,
console, it was because of the whole this is a cash cow. 'Cause, naturally, PC gamer has never really been too marketable, so no one really copies PC too
mm,
tough back then. Now, everything's like, well, generally now you can't beat them, join them, right? So everyone's now trying to follow PC
mm,
route. But the problem we're having right now, even on the PC, let's say you buy a game, let's say you bought Skyrim, right? So you bought Skyrim
mm,
on PC. If you bought Skyrim, once Skyrim gets released, you get Skyrim, the new updated version. On Xbox, you have to buy that
mm,
damn thing brand new all over again. Why? All those stupid things that are
mm,
doing. At the end of the day, back in the day, all of this was because that the consoles couldn't fit more than 7 to 8 gigs on a disc, and they needed more space, so you had downloadable content. We have Blu-ray now. Blu-ray can take way more than that, way more.
Do you
So
know
there's,
another thing
so
why
there's
I'm
no
angry
reason
with
for
this
DLC
gaming? Yeah,
anymore. Like, literally no reason.
they're just taking the piss, bro. But that's what I'm saying. To be honest with you, I blame the people as well. I blame myself to a certain extent. I need to
Yeah, of course,
put
because
my
we
hands
all
up
bought into
and
it.
say we've bought into it. But now I'm not fucking buying into it, bro. I've actually said I'm tightening up my fucking belt on my waist, rather and saying no more, mate. It ain't happening no more. Serious, it ain't happening. I'm not doing it no more, mate.
It's the
And the
worst.
joke is, if the DLC, don't get me wrong, if the DLC had a lot of content in it, I could actually say, all right, fair enough to a certain extent. But they're making these DLCs, and a lot of the time you don't even know what you're gonna get with it,
Tell me
and then
about
it's
it.
small.
That is the biggest problem of DLC these days. DLC, they haven't even announced. For most games now, you don't even have a freaking clue what's in the DLC. And for all you know, it's
They
not
can
even
make it
worth it.
small. They can make it so small to the point where it was it was no point you buying it. Like the only game that I actually said is worth buying, yeah, for DLC, yeah, was fucking Borderlands, bruv.
See, let me tell you the problem about buying DLC on top of all of that. Nowadays, if you really, really want to be smart, just wait a whole year after the season's finished, and guess what? They'll give you the Game of the Year edition, cheaper with every single piece of freaking DLC in it anyway. So what's the point?
Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying, man. These people, we bought into it, but we got to say no now. We've got to just say fucking no. It's not happening no more.
Well, it's beginning to
Because then
happen. I'm being serious. Literally, all the big games are beginning to
it
feel
needs
the
it, need,
pinch.
it needs to happen quicker and needs to happen more, mate.
Yeah, but the problem is this, right? You see, the thing is that okay, if they're not careful, they're gonna end up with another video game crash. Because literally, that's what it will amount to. If everyone starts losing faith with developers, developers are going to start going bankrupt. And if your big tier developers start going bankrupt, game is going to go back to the drawing board. But that's going to also there's going to be a lack of games to play for a very long time.
Well, I don't mind that, mate. Fuck it, let them suffer. I will find fucking games to play, mate. Trust me.
You see, the thing is,
I
it's
will
just
find
like
games to play.
It's just like, you know what? Some companies need to learn, like Activision. Call of Duty should be once every 3 years. I would actually play a Call of Duty once every 3 years than to play it every year. Even freaking Battlefield needs to learn that too. No offense to them, they're thinking they're smart right now. EA, I'm feeling sweet about how they're making money from Battlefield. But let's be honest here, right? All these stupid Star Wars games that they're releasing are just like Battlefields with Star Wars skins on them. So at the end of the day, it's still Battlefield, and so you're not any different from EA. Stop acting like you are. People are on your bandwagon now, but you're still gonna fuck up soon as well. Because after all, no offense to EA are like Sony, and this is why I hate Sony and EA, because they like playing good guys when they're bad guys. Who remembers Online Pass? Online Pass, where
I remember that. Yeah, I
you
remember
buy
that.
that stupid second-hand game because of, hey, it's cheaper for your wallet, but EA wanted to make sure that they still got a cut, and so you had to.
Brother, what did I save you under? Oh, it sounds a bit stupid to ask you, but I know your name's not exactly the simplest name. I'm trying to
Onyedi.
remember what your name is. Say it again.
Onyedi.
Onyedi.
Yes, there you go.
Onyedi. Let me see. Fuck's sake.
Hold on, you just trying to find me on YouTube or something?
No. You're renaming my phone because
that should be
I
Onyedi.
know I've got your number.
Yeah.
Onyedi. I'm gonna check that shit in a minute.
But the fact is, it's ridiculous because they came up with the Online Pass. Hey guys, you bought second-hand game, pay us £10 before you can play that game online. What the fuck? And then broke ass people like THQ said, yeah, we're gonna join the bandwagon because we're broke and we need that money. Like, what are you for real?
I hope there is a fucking crash, bro.
I don't. I really don't.
Man.
I just hope people wisen up quicker and save us. Because no offense, if there's a crash, you're saying you hope so. You see that backlog of games you have, you're gonna finish them and be sitting there looking at your screen like, what the hell is there to play?
Bruv, I'll go back to my 360.
No, you will finish those backlogs and you'll be asking yourself what's there to play. Bearing in mind, you might not have servers to play those games on.
Servers? What?
You forgot. They do have to host the servers. They go broke. They ain't hosting shit.
I know what you're saying. Maybe not too bad, but let some of these companies who are greedy go bust then instead.
Half of them already are bust. Do you know how many? Do you know it's so funny? Maybe you haven't watched it closely, but do you know how many studios go bust per year that are announced that have closed down after a shitty game? Like the idiots that made Ghostbusters, that rubbish, horrible movie game that came out recently, which was meant to be a twin stick shooter. Yeah, they went bankrupt. They filed. There are plenty. That happens.
Man, they can fuck off, man. All I know is
freaking time.
I'm trying to find your YouTube channel. I can't find it right now. I'll put your name in.
Yeah, type my name in, but this time don't put any spaces.
Oh, don't put no space.
Yeah.
Super.
Ironically, I've got no viewers, so it's fine. I don't mind. The thing is, I learned the hard way. Funny enough, it's funny,
You've got 9 views. You've got 9 views.
do I? On my screen it says 0. It's hilarious because it's funny. I've been a YouTube partner for so long, and ironically, I didn't even think about that. So technically, I can actually get paid monetization on my videos. And the thing is, I've had that for ages, but that's because I used to actually have a very good YouTube channel, and then I let it go, and now I only have 100 subscribers.
Maybe if you guys are on this thing, you can set up our own YouTube channel and just talk about like how pissed off we're getting with this whole bullshit, man.
You can, but you can't have the same kind of
surprised.
content week in, week out.
Oh, scene, okay.
I think you can, but I don't know if everyone wants to keep on joining in unless you get them all in to join on your freaking live stream through Skype or something, and they can voice their own opinion on your channel. I think too many people talking at once will become chaotic.
True.
No, this
like just like how people are bawling about Brexit right now. I'm kind of happy that people are bawling about Brexit. Do you know what I mean? Oh, we're out of everyone's blaming Brexit. Brexit this and Brexit that.
Excuse me.
Like
Brexit didn't do shit to anyone.
Well, there you go. But everyone's moaning about Brexit. Oh, our pound's gone down.
Our pound went down because we got scaremongered into thinking that things were going to go bad. So the investors thought, once we leave, we're going to have a real problem, and decided to pull out. You can't blame them. You can blame all the people. Oh, great. So Stupid Survivor did die. You can blame our politicians for false
Brexit
advertising.
Was more a case of people thinking that if they voted out, it would make things. It means that they try to get out all of the. Basically, it means to get rid of Muslims. They thought if they vote out, it get them all out, but they didn't seem to realise if it wouldn't have done that. So they're like, oh, maybe I've made the wrong decision
You know why?
To vote out.
It was too much You know why? This is the stupid thing about propaganda. So they spent so much money telling us to stay that they didn't spend enough money to inform the public why leaving would be bad, and so, or what would happen if we left. And so because of that, now you've got so many people trying to double dip. But the thing is, democracy dictates that once you vote, and I quote, if not, voting will be pointless, then the law has to change. The law has been passed. We have made our votes. The voice. Now democracy needs to take place. I mean, really and truly, it's so funny that we're even having such a debate about leaving and non-leaving. And that seems to be the stupid thing you hear week in, week out on the newspaper about people fighting Brexit right now.
Who gives a fuck about that shit? No,
actually,
seriously.
Funny enough, you'd be
and
so
people
surprised.
but they need to just accept it. They just need to accept it now, though, man. It's happened, innit? Why they keep going on about it?
Because you need to understand how much money some people were making, and now they're not going to make that money. Do you know how annoyed they are with everyone else? And the single market nonsense has become the biggest talk you could possibly ever hear. Single market this, single market that. I'm tired of actually hearing it.
All I know is bullshit, mate.
I mean, really and truly, didn't anyone know that we'll actually be saving trillions leaving bloody Brexit? As much as we have to spend to get into the single market or to pay something. But that's good.
Well, that's why
countries like Switzerland are not in the freaking single market, and they're fine.
That's why I understand. That's what I'm saying. That's why I believe it is better for us to leave anyway, because of what you just said.
Oh well.
But it's happened, innit?
It's happened,
they need to
right?
accept it, bro. They need to fucking accept that shit.
As far as I'm concerned, Brexit, non-Brexit.
Do you know, no disrespect, no black man's really moaning about Brexit, you know. It's all these white people moaning about Brexit, bro.
Well, the thing is,
again, black people don't have no money, bro. Black people don't have no money.
I hear about Brexit that makes me laugh. As in, I'm paying for a visa to go to Spain. Are you serious? So that's your biggest problem? is paying for a visa. That is your headache, really. Seriously, I've heard all those kind of stupid talks. Oh my gosh, paying for a visa. But it's paying for a visa like every normal human being does. Yeah.
Yeah, most people pay for a visa, bro.
Not like it's gonna be that hard to still go to that country. How were you doing it before you were in the freaking European Union? Dumbasses. Sometimes I wonder what
People are fucking dumb anyways, man. You know how people are, bro.
I do, but
Maybe they were
I
stupid enough
wish
to think
people were
that they were
act a bit
actually
more
going there for
educated.
free.
So again,
Maybe they were stupid enough to think that they were getting their visa for free.
I know.
there you go.
Because they didn't know it was being paid for all that. Again, has anyone decided to actually look into how much trillions were given to that freaking global market? And again, a country that claims it's democratic shouldn't be overruled by another country because it has a bigger economy than them. Germany, every time we want to do something, Germany overrules us because they have the freaking power to do so because we're in the freaking EU. Don't get me wrong, the EU did help with certain wages and certain benefits and certain work ethics, but at the end of the day, honestly speaking, time for a change. I feel this is the problem with this whole world is that we keep on doing the same song and dance. Why do you think Donald Trump ended up in power? Because people are just tired. They just wanted to see something different happen, even if it meant the ending of the freaking world.
That's why I'm not gonna lie to you. People might hate me for this. That's why I voted out as well, you know, because I wanted to see something different happen.
That's exactly what I thought. Literally, I said I want to see something different happen.
You know, when you're just like, you're
thing.
just tired of the same old bullshit, yeah. But that's the problem. Like, most people don't like change, bro. That's the problem.
Yeah, like, because you see, the fear of man is the fear of the unknown. Change is the unknown, and because it becomes the unknown, it becomes something you should be scared of. Like, and again, the way conservatives sold Brexit was the apocalypse. As soon as we say we leave, the gates of hell will open, the moon will turn to blood, and literally zombies will walk the earth, and it is game over, man. Game over.
Do you know where it is now? Because you know, they're fearing that they're not going to be as powerful as they was as well, because other actual countries are now deciding to come out now. The only thing I don't understand is why is Scotland moaning, saying, "Oh, we want another referendum," when they've already had their referendum.
No, they want a referendum because they want to stay in the single market. To me, this single market, everyone's acting like it's the be all and end all. Scotland can't even afford. Look, if England as a country, as the United Kingdom, was finding it hard to pay to be in that single market and was paying trillions, how much does Scotland really think they can have to stay in that freaking single market anyway? Even if they did get a referendum, became free of United Kingdom. Really, let's be honest here. What do they have as export, import, and export? Because Germany will own them and they'll become a bitch. Just saying.
Well, Germany's the kings right now, mate, of that shit. So
sometimes you wonder who won that war.
In it.
Anyway, I should not say that on a live stream, so I take that back.
No, don't fucking take it back, bro. It's fucking true, bro. And let's be honest, Ray. And let's be honest, the Germans and the English are the fucking same as far as I see it. Anyway.
Again, look.
The fucking queen's German, ain't she?
Look, let's leave that alone. You see, I don't want this video to start having more negativity than it needs. So yeah, I'll leave that alone. I've always said it. I know I can be very controversial, but I'm just gonna leave it alone. There is no point.
Yeah, true. Maybe it's something that we need to chat about while we're not on Xbox. True.
No, not even on Xbox. Just being live streamed across the freaking world. Anyone could be hearing this. You know, you never know who your next employer is.
Yeah.
This is the world we live in. You know, once they know you have a social media, they go and check it out. You go and say something stupid like that and it affects their business. Hell no, you're not getting hired to. Your personal thoughts should stay personal.
Yeah, just don't look too good.
So, that said, yeah, I'm not saying shit any further on that. Leave it be. We move on to a different topic.
But back to the games, yeah. I really want to see people go. I really want these game companies to go bust, bro. Like, it sounds bad, man, but I'm sick and tired of them taking a piss now, man. Serious.
But
It's
the thing
about
is,
time.
honestly speaking, honestly, it's a case
Companies
of,
like Capcom, they
they
need to go
say
bust
every
and
dog has
realize
its
that
day.
that stupidness that they thought they was doing, which they thought was an oh so brilliant idea, basically charging people to basically get the true ending of a game.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
No, that after that heap of nonsense, no, they really need to go down the toilet.
I've never
They
even
need to go
heard
down
of
the
that.
toilet.
I've never even heard of that. That it having to pay for the ending of a game.
Actually,
That's
that's been a
some
model
neck
for a
shit,
while.
bro.
Yeah, no other company has done that. They've done it and thought they were doing an oh so wonderful decision in doing that. Probably every company that heard them come up with that, they probably thought, "Are you people for real?"
That was it's the dumbest decision ever, and it's going to hurt them, and they are going to feel it. Because now,
Oh, of course,
all,
they will.
all everyone's saying is don't buy the game. So, yeah, how's that going to work out for you? If no one buys this game, you're in trouble. No matter if you release it on all consoles, or whether you release it on PC, because it's
And
still coming.
because they've done this nonsense with Dead Rising, what's to stop them doing the same thing again with Resident Evil 7?
Excuse me, they did this with Street Fighter 5 first.
Exactly.
Then
So
they did it
therefore,
with Dead
they're
Rising.
going to keep doing this as a regular thing, and then of course people don't buy their games. So therefore, they're hoping that Resident Evil 7 will sell 4 million copies on launch day. Now you've done something stupid like that twice in a row,
Yep, people have
and
lost faith in your company because now
you're
they're going
foolish
to wait.
expecting that game to sell 4 million copies.
They're going
After that heap of nonsense, it wouldn't surprise me if people just said, I'm cancelling my pre-order. I'm not buying this game until I can find it in a bin or a means to get the game without paying for it.
see, it's so funny, right? This is where I laugh because you see, in the last generation, right, and piracy was really high and rampant. The developers were complaining and stuff, right? But it's funny because I feel piracy always, and I say this, it always balances the power of how things work out. So really and truly, when developers are ripping you off, there has to be a balance of power. You're making money in the dumbest way, then you have to lose money in the dumbest way. Yes, piracy is not great, but at the same time, it balances. This is like the dumbest thing possible. Because honestly speaking, fine. If I had a pirate copy of this game, then I shouldn't be making noise. At the end of the day, I have a freaking legit copy of this game, and this is how you treat me. So really and truly, if I get the opportunity to pirate the game, wouldn't I go for it? Considering you didn't treat me right when I'm busy buying it.
It's true. But that's my problem. Like, they don't look after their customers, bro.
Because that's the thing.
They
The
just take the
problem with
piss.
a lot of things video game is that it's like the customer comes second place now instead of being first fault. It's the business model. It's about money. You make money. How are you gonna make money if you're driving away the people you're supposed to be keep maintaining as customers? That's customer service 101. You need to keep the customer coming back. Not
It's just
running.
like, for example, I was on EE, yeah, and their service was terrible. Like, I don't know what any one of you guys phone companies you're with, but my opinion, yeah, EE is fucking terrible, bro. Yeah, and I just got sick and tired of them. I was like, I've been a loyal customer for how many years now? Like, your service is crap. Like, what are you gonna do for me? Bruv, they were stush.
Yep.
They were like, "Oh, we can't do anything for you, sir. It's it's technical issues." I said, "Listen, yeah, I give you my money every month, yeah. Do you think I have any excuses to be telling you about? Oh, I ain't got no money this year. I ain't got no money because there's been technical issues with me. You think they're gonna want to be hearing that bullshit? They're not
I mean,
interested in
like,
your sub
it's like,
story."
yeah, if you can't make the payments, we're locking your number, we're locking this. You can't do this.
You think they want
You
to
can't do.
exactly? Exactly. Do you think
You can't
they're
do nothing
interested in hearing?
until they get their money. You're not getting nothing back. And when the moment you do pay it back, they'll drag their feet in activating this and activating that, so you can be able to make calls, use the internet, send text messages, whatever.
There you go. So I was like, do
Because
you
they
know?
got their money late. You're getting all of your features back when it suits them.
There you go.
Well, the problem I
So
have with every mobile
so
company is how greedy they are. As soon as they found out that data was the new minutes, oh my gosh, they find a way to troll you with, you've run out of minutes. You've gone way past your data cap. We are going to charge you £50.
well, that's what I'm saying. I just said to myself, you lot don't want to look after me. I go to O2. Now I'm with O2.
I
I
don't.
got a 64. I got a 64 gig phone, yeah, for free basically. No, actually, I did get it for free. Not technically, I got it for free because what happened was when they sent the phone, for some reason the SIM card didn't work in it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the contract that I was supposed to get with the phone, it didn't work. So I actually got another contract and went with SIM only. So man is
Yes.
nice, bruv. Man is nice now. So man's laughing at T-Mobile right now. So my point is, like, if these companies don't look after you, you fuck them off and say, I'm going somewhere else. Maybe
Well,
they will learn.
see, maybe, and that's the problem. Maybe they will learn. The thing is with video games, although they're having no choice, because you see, at the end of the day, they're messing up. The big companies are messing up. The indies are beginning to get their act together, and developing a video game is getting easier. And once it gets all too simplistic, which they're praying it won't, or they are praying it will, but at the same time they're praying it won't, they're going to have harder time trying to publish some of these games because of a lot of people will stop selling their IPs to them, especially people like EA and Activision, because you know they're the bigger companies.
Mm.
I mean,
Do you know,
Ubisoft
do you know, do you
learned
know-
the hard way about releasing a turd. Assassin's Creed has tanked so hard since that stupid Unity came out, and that game was god awful with the bugs just riddled by it. So no one's really buying Assassin's Creed no more because of, well, you know you can't trust the IP to be good, and that's all on them.
even I want another company. I want them to flop is EA, bro. 100%. EA are taking a piss, bro.
See, the thing is, the problem is that when you say that about EA, it's hilarious, right? Because EA, honestly speaking, I feel have changed quite significantly from being the worst company to work with 3 years in a row. I mean, seriously, they won that award 3 years in a row. I feel the fact is that they have changed somewhat. Don't get me wrong, they still take the piss, and I believe they do. But it, for the most part, they have changed, and you need to remember they have some of the bigger IPs to offer, like literally a lot of big IPs. And if they leave the market, right, it's going to be a very big hole in the gaming industry. The thing is, I feel games in general and game developers need to learn this simple thing. Stop shoving out too many games because you see now Microsoft and PlayStation.
And that's what EA did. And that's what EA did. Titanfall, for example, and releasing Titanfall and what's it, Battlefield at the same time. It fucked. They shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, they shouldn't. The problem is that you see the game. It's like, cause I was asking this question. I think the No also covered this, that the games have been, you know, in the last couple of years, game releases have been so many games in such short space of time that now every single freaking console I have, except for the Nintendo, has a freaking backlog. As in, it's like ridiculous. And there's no freaking way on the planet Earth, unless I clone myself, I'll be able to play them all. And we're talking from 360. Good thing I didn't really do PlayStation 3 to Nintendo. Well, not GameCube. No, that's a lie. There's nothing really to play on the Nintendo, unfortunately. Um, to
I find it a
Xbox One to
struggle to play all
PC.
these
It's like
Xbox games, never mind all other consoles, mate.
It's like seriously speaking, and honestly speaking, it's like okay, if I was to show people my games catalog right now, it is high. How many have I played? You were saying I had a high gamer score, and I'm just laughing because really and truly, it's not even close to what it should be considering the games I own. Not even close. I haven't even played most of the games. I mean, do you know it's so funny? I have what's that game? Far Cry 4. I've had that game for more than a year now or 2 years. I can't remember now, but yeah, I
Mm.
haven't even played the game. Not even close to even seeing how the first beginning 5 minutes looks like. That's the problem. Too many games. So unlike in the early days of the 360, where I was able to enjoy games, I could even stay on certain games for a long time, but still be able to play the other games and feel like yeah, I didn't really miss much. Now there's
Mm.
just so much, and because of they've allowed all these indie developers to also be on the platform, you find so much games. Well, some good, some bad, but too many games, and on the marketplace now.
And they all sell. They always sell it in near coming up to Christmas. Yeah, like summertime. There's no games to play. They
Yeah,
never
the thing
release
is, it's
games in
their
the
release
summer.
windows. They need to change their release windows because summertime is a very good time for people to be at home playing games. But for some stupid reason, it's the one time games are not really released, especially AAA games. They're not released during that period. It's like, nope. You'll see them at E3 and they'll be coming for freaking the fall, so most likely September, November. But it's like, hello, really? This is summer, man. This is the one time most people are either free, off school, or whatever it is they're doing. They should have some time to play games, and you release it on the smallest summer break, smallest holiday break, which is freaking Christmas. Because you feel people are gonna buy for Christmas holiday. Actually, no. I'd actually play games during freaking summer more than I'll have during Christmas.
Mm.
It's a release window and it's a business model. And see, with gaming, the business model's wrong. Always.
It's, as I said to you many times before, I can't wait for certain big game titles to feel it. Call of Duty, I'm glad they felt it because
Well, they
they're
deserve to
just being
feel
very
this one because
lazy.
of no
They're
offense.
lazy, being
You see,
lazy.
Call of Duty, I don't even get the premise. They say in the industry of media that space is where you go to die. Yeah, so you went to go release a space game, literally confirming the death of Call of Duty. Because seriously speaking, that was like the dumbest move they've ever made. Number one, what the hell? We are in a point where all the games are going way too far futuristic, and quite frankly, we've had what the Gulf War 1 and 2, and no one's even made a video game about that. And now you're going into advanced warfare for what freaking reason? Hello, back to Earth, please. Like literally,
There
it's too.
you
It's
go.
too. It's in the
Oh
thing is.
yeah, that oh yeah, the next Call of Duty will definitely be back to us because Sledgehammer Games, the company that did Advanced Warfare,
Mm-hmm.
they knew after doing Advanced Warfare that people are not really interested in sci-fi. So they've gone, you know what, we're not doing it anymore.
Are you sure?
Yep, they've already confirmed that the next Call of Duty that they'll be doing is will be set in Vietnam.
Oh, but that's not even a. See, this is the problem though. I feel it's like okay, what's up? Is it that they feel they're exposed too much so shit that happened in the Gulf War or something? But that's too old. It's the same thing with Battlefield. Battlefield felt they were doing a great thing with Battle World War I and blah blah blah. But to me, that's where Medal of Honor went to die in freaking World War I, or was it World War II, whichever one they tried. It's like, come on,
And
man.
what makes it realistic? What makes it realistic with Battlefield though is you made it like that, which I didn't have really the issue. But the guns are kind of like those guns you couldn't use back in those days, so it's kind of like a bit unrealistic.
Yeah,
Some of these
see,
machine guns that they never had those in those days.
of course, but that's obviously what they did for the multiplayer. But the problem I have is this: I'm not even looking for too much realism. Literally, I'm just looking for something a bit more our time, though, as in our time period. See, the only reason why I play Call of Duty, because this is a fact, the only reason, Advanced Warfare, no, Modern Warfare 4. I said, and I was laughing because up to that point, all the freaking games you could possibly get were World War II shooters. I was like, what the hell's up with this dead ass beat genre? World War II happened how many years ago? Why do we have to keep on playing the same freaking campaigns or the same more or less story arc of World War II and Normandy and the shores of whatever and blah blah blah? I mean, seriously, this is all we're gonna keep on doing? Like, why can't I make something a bit more modernized? And then freaking Modern Warfare came out, and that's not even based on any warfare, really. It's like just a story. It was a great story. Now, the same people that made
was
that
a
game
great
are freaking
story.
well, which was the old Infinity Ward, are the same people that made Titanfall, ironically.
Oh, fucking hell.
So you can't expect that kind of story coming out from the new Infinity Ward because they clearly have not got that touch per se. And so on that note, you're not gonna really get that, but that's what they should be aiming for. They need to make an engaging, modernized story that would make sense to every viewer. You see, the thing is, making sci-fi sometimes is alienating people that don't care for such shit. I am a sci-fi fan, but it does not mean I want everything to be sci-fi. It's like, come on, man. There's a whole point of having genres. All the shooters right now, every single one of them has some kind of futuristic element to them. Even the Division. And it's a problem. The biggest problem I actually think the game industry has is that the fact that every freaking big game has to be a shooter anyway. Jeez. But anyway, that's a topic for another day.
To me, it's like no one's really coming up with any new ideas. That's the problem.
Like I said,
You know what I mean?
topic for another day.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, thank you for watching our ranting stream, but I think I'm gonna end the live stream. Cheers, thank you for showing up. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I am signing out.